made it back to camp with the caribou meat. um, I just about cried when I got back to camp. This was by far the hardest couple of days I've ever had. Um, really a dream come true to come up here in these just short, few days and be successful. Other hunters come up here, some of them for weeks, and are unlucky. Sometimes even the most experienced hunters can eat what they call tag soup, meaning you just eat your tag that you got and not actually any of the meat. I feel physically I'm exhausted. My hands are completely spent from having drugged the sled. It was the only way to get the meat back with any kind of reasonable effort. Yesterday, even just moving it a few hundred yards was absolutely brutal. It would have been, I think, impossible, or taken me a week to bring it back a piece at a time. I took my rifle with me just in case the wolves were on my kill, but I think I'm moving it far enough away from the kill site might have distracted them enough that they would have messed with all the guts and the bones and things like that that were left behind, the spine and the hooves and so forth, that I don't take any of the meat. Well, I've taken all the meat off of the spine, and there's not really a lot of meat on the hooves. I feel pretty dehydrated. It's been a couple of days of sweating a lot when I'm up there, but I have to stay bundled up. I figured that out yesterday when I really stripped down and hiked up and tried to keep from sweating. And then when I got up there, I went ahead and put on my clothes, but it was too late. I was already very cold. Even not sweating as much yesterday, stripping down for that many hours to just basically base layers so that I could hike was a terrible decision. I think that it's better to either sweat and then change out of your wet gear, or to go at a pace which is brutally slow, that you don't sweat at all. I didn't have the patience for it, and today, because I knew that I was only going to be going up there, getting the meat, and coming straight back as fast as I could, I didn't care. I was just like, all right, let's go. I'm gonna sweat in these clothes, and it's fine. I got dry stuff back at camp and in the car, because at this point, if it's not frozen, it's dry. Now I have the decision to make, whether I want to stay here and eat lunch, or if I want to say I've had enough of the Arctic and pack up camp, drive down to Coldfoot, get gas, and then just start driving. I think with some coffee and some electrolytes, oh my God, I would really go for a Gatorade right now. Or anything like that. A whole bushel of strawberries, anything like that would be awesome right now. Dehydrated food is really cool, but I'm pretty tired of it. I'm ready to get a real meal, something with some carbohydrates, a burger, some bread somewhere. So yeah, I think I might just pack up camp with what energy I do have left, and try and get out of here. It's 12:30 right now, and if I move at a pace that I want to move, I could be out of here by 2 o'clock, which gives me 5 good hours of driving before the sun sets. And I think I would pretty much be spent and not really want to drive on the Dalton Highway after dark. I've done it before, and it was not safe. It wasn't cool. I would like to be able to see further than that, especially because I know that I have at least one avalanche zone that I have to go through to get back, and I'm not trying to. That's not how I want to go out. Not after all this. Yeah. So I think I might just pack up camp and start driving back. Um, Man, I am thirsty. What a day. Um, I was able to find the meat by my wife's help, actually. Um, she was able to message me and let me know that based on my waypoints yesterday, that I needed to go more northwest, which really actually helped me a bunch. And it's difficult. It's actually really difficult sometimes if you don't already know which way is north and which way is south up here, especially in the wintertime, because you can't use the sun as a means for knowing the time of the day. Um, it comes up in the east, but then it will scoop along south and then go down southwest. So unless you know exactly the time of day and what time it came up and everything else, it's really difficult to know. So I was trying to use the highway because that points more or less north, to know which way was north and northwest. And the GPS that I have is pretty good for knowing which way is which. But I haven't got to mess with it actually. This was the not the first trip, but the first time I really relied on it a bunch as far as messaging my wife. Um, it was really a lot. There were some highs and some lows in this trip, uh, and she really helped me out. Um, it's really an amazing experience to come up this many days alone. Um, yeah, I definitely would say this is probably a once in a lifetime thing for me. I don't imagine I'm going to want to come up next weekend or the weekend after that. Um, this was brutal. There are other hunts that are much easier to get caribou on. Um, and I don't know why I wanted to do this one so bad. Um, but now that it's done, I'm glad. So, yeah, let me pack up camp. Let me organize my vehicle so that I can fit a whole caribou in. And I'll put what gas I have in my gas tank into the vehicle. Um, I, I used a little bit of the gas this morning um, to warm myself up and try and dry out my gloves and warm up some water, as well as boil water and everything. But yeah, I think I'm ready to head back. Um, I don't think I need to spend another night here. I'm ready to go. Well, all the luck that you've wished me so far has really worked. So thank you for that. One more dangerous drive home. Hopefully, just one more night on the road, and then I can be home tomorrow. I think I've got 14 or 15 hours of driving to do from where I'm sitting right now, and I don't want to push it to do that after I had just woke up, hiked up that mountain, and drug back an entire caribou. So yeah, I think that I'll one more night in the car. Well, wish me luck. Hopefully, I can meet my timelines and get out of here.